double take and I'm trying to play it off, boo. Fast forward, got a little close and you told me let's go. Told your man that you're busy and you wanna go slow. Think he's getting the impression you don't want him, no. So I'm gonna take a walk if you wanna lay low. I guess if you say slowing outside and you jump on a great opportunity, I got my foot on the gas now. Man is a goofy, living a gated community. Why he be sagging his pants now? He moving so moody and acting so broody. He blowing your phone up, I think he a groupie. Go post on his story, I'll flex in that toolie, but never suspect me if I'm a little fruity. Yeah. Brown eyes looking at you, two guys looking at you. Can't help looking at you, looking at you, looking at you. Realize I don't know who you are. Skies, beautiful view. Guys, what do I do? What do I do? What do I? And do you still go to roaster? No, they're trying to get like me. It's true, there's plenty other fish, but you're the only one I see. And do I can see you start to realize I'm the only one you need. Just you and you and you. See you walking by a street like on a pane. You'll meet my eyes. You'll meet my eyes. I told you that I want to know if this is real before I die. Before I die. Brown eyes looking at you. Two guys looking at you. Can't help looking at you. Looking at you. Looking at you. Realize I don't know who you are. Nice, beautiful view. Guys, what do I do? 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 What do I do?
Yo, what's going on? Today is a big day. Not really. I'm just hoping that my Wi-Fi works this time. How's everyone doing? You already know the drill. I show up at my duly scheduled 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live stream to do one thing and one thing only, and that is to take mashup requests from you, the viewers at home. How's it going? My name is The Only Pixel 19. And the link should be live now. Also, in case you guys haven't seen, first haircut in like maybe, I want to say a year. It hasn't been a year, but like definitely my first haircut in maybe like 9-10 months. It's the longest I've gone without a haircut. I don't like haircuts. I don't think it looks alright, but people say it looks alright, so we'll take it. I see we got a couple people in the chat already. Hello, Eric, James, Asterisk, and Sondix. When is the stream starting? Right now. Usually what I do, I think most of like the big streamers, right? They'll start the stream, but then they won't actually start streaming. They'll have like a waiting room, right? And it'll usually be like 10, 20, sometimes even like 30 minutes of just waiting room before the stream starts. Gets people into the stream to start off on time. I find I'm not big enough of a YouTuber to have a 30-minute waiting room, but I kind of like that, just a very minor buffer where I'll start the stream, I just play one song in its entirety, and then when the song ends, the stream starts. It gives me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to just kind of think to myself, did I figure everything out? Did I forget anything? Such as, for example, Eric James pointing out, my form wasn't open. I was able to fix that before the stream started. Fill in for time. Eric James, speaking of which, has already submitted a request. I will get to that shortly. It's an interesting request, though. We got some house, same key, near BPM. Hello, Borfextra. Hello, how you doing? Long time no see. But yeah, if you guys have been tuning into the last two streams, they both ended very abruptly because my Wi-Fi was bad. It took a while to get our internet service provider to figure that out. I saw one comment which I thought was pretty funny. I think it was like Spectrum type Wi-Fi, and it just made me feel pretty funny because I am a Canadian. We do not have Spectrum here. I'm going to adjust the camera marginally. There we go. We don't have Spectrum here. The main two is Rogers and Bell, and I've got one of them because that's what it's like living in a duopoly. But yeah, that is what I've been up to. What that does mean is the last 2 streams I have robbed you guys of my end of the stream sneak peeks. So before I do anything, I do want to, I will give those of you who are here at the beginning of the stream a little sneak peek. I think the Wi-Fi should be fixed, but just in case, I'm going to give a beginning of the stream sneaky peeky. And I'm going to do this. I actually might need like a minute or two to set it up. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go full cam just for a little bit. We're going to have some homie to homie time here. How y'all doing? Y'all got a good weekend ahead of y'all while I set up this sneaky peeky. But otherwise, I'm doing all right. My siblings and I have gotten access to a car. And what that means is I have asked for Thursdays to have the car, which means I can get home earlier from work and start the stream a little earlier, which is why the stream is starting at 6 p.m. instead of 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So that is pretty neato, pretty fun fact. We'll see if that really changes much in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's nice to get home a little faster than I normally would. All right, let's see. Artwork. No, I have to open the Photoshop file. All right, let's open the Photoshop file. Bro got rogered. True. Quadruple A batteries. Yo, how's it going? This will be opening up shortly. There we go. But this is a sneaky peeky that I wanted to share. And I think it'll be a fun sneaky peeky. Let me just turn off a couple things. There we go. I'm actually going to take a screenshot so I don't accidentally leak more than I'd like to. There we go. Thank you, Creative Cloud, for the notification. Alright, there we go. I've got it set up. Look at this. Isn't this a cool artwork of nothing interesting in particular? It's just a neat artwork. I am not implying anything. It's just a neat artwork. I just think it looks neat. I just think it's a neat artwork, you know. It's a neat artwork. It looks like nothing else that I've ever shown before, but it's a neat artwork. Reminds me of the winter. We got winter soon up in Canada. Not sure about y'all, but it's a neat artwork. It's a neat artwork. What can I say? It's a neat artwork. It's pretty neat. All right. That is my sneaky peeky. All right, let's get started. So first mashup request of the stream. Did I draw it? I did not draw it. My artist friend Foley drew it. If you want to know why it's a neat artwork, it is because it is based off of this other artwork. It is based off of the artwork of our Simulcast track titled Chronophil, which we released on Tasty Network earlier this year. It's a little bit of small. Maybe can I zoom in? Boop, 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 boop. There we go. It's a neat artwork. It's a neat artwork with no particular ramifications in mind. All right. Enough dilly-dallying. So the first request we got is from Eric James Astris, who wants me to mash up Fractal's Atrium featuring Siren with Surge's Divide. So I will get to downloading those. I would like to think I've heard of the Fractal track, but I genuinely, for the life of me, cannot remember. What Atrium sounds like. And then Surge Divide, I also feel like is a track I should have heard of before, but I don't know. Why aren't you using Ethernet? Is it better than the Wi-Fi though? No, I am using Ethernet. I just say Wi-Fi because it's a lot easier to, you know, it's a shorter word, and most people get the point when I say Ethernet Wi-Fi. But our whole internet network was just really bad. Wi-Fi, Ethernet, like nothing was working. All right, let me bump the volume. But it should all be fixed now. It took 3 hours and multiple phone calls, but we're hoping it's fine. We're also planning on actually upgrading our internet, so maybe we'll get faster internet. Maybe, see, one of the things I used to do is I used to stream in 60 FPS, but I had to tone it down a little bit. We're at 30, but maybe I can stream at a higher resolution or I can stream at a higher frame rate, one of the two. Give y'all a little bit of a bump in quality, but for the time being, 1080 30, not too bad. All right. Siren is the uncredited vocalist on Atrium. Played a lot on Monster Cat's Twitch. Is it a Monster Cat song, Atrium? I bet it is. Like I never really listened to Fractal anywhere else. AKA Fractal Sister. True. I heard the Surge track in a live stream at least a couple years ago. Oh, I see now. Had it in my notes for a while. Yeah, I'm in the basement, but our router is on the floor above me. So we had to run a massive Ethernet cable through like the ceiling all the way down to the basement to connect it. But that was actually something that I managed to do, I want to say earlier this year. Otherwise, nearly my entire content creator life, I have been streaming through Wi-Fi, which, well, you get what you pay for. You get what you gamble for. All right, enough rambling, enough dilly-dallying. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting a few things. Okay, so I know first off, the text. Let's update the text. I gotta start remembering to update the text. Atrium X divide. All right, banger. That's number one. Number two, why am I missing my silly little characters? Let's get those set up. Whoops. There we go. Excuse me. And let's get my cat jam. Something that I've been meaning to do is I actually wanted to ask y'all if you're familiar. So basically, you can, as you all have seen, you can load up your own Fruity Dance, right? It's just a PNG sprite basically, and I wanted to see if anybody had any funny ones that I could add to my stream, or if there was like a website where you could download more of these. Because this Cat Jam one, I made it myself, but that's the only other one that I have. All right. Oh, and I need a clock. Clock. Pop out. Whoop. Reset. Alrighty. I see now, had it in my notes for a while. Alright. I guess I'm gonna just get started. We'll hit play. Timer's going. First things first, I'm the realist. Alright. I'm thinking of divide as 124. I'm thinking we just crank this up to 126. 26. Okay, interesting. All right, what do we got here? All right, I think this will be pretty straightforward. Just layer them on top of each other, type beat. Okay, I want the drop. Drop is there. I gotta shorten this hella. What if I want this? Nope, I want the vocals to start right here. I also want to shorten the intro, hit them with something like this. Whoops. Okay, that does not make sense. It's gotta be like this. There we go. This track is mastered quieter, but also has a lot more low end. Okay. Do this, do this. I'm thinking we just shrink that like that. Okay, shrink this to like here. Okay, we gotta do halftime on this. Okay, song ends here. Let's shorten this to that maybe. And then hit him with one of these. I don't really know what to do for the drop. I kind of just like them playing on top of each other, but there's probably a way to make it a little cleaner. But like structurally, this is done. There you go. Just sounds like Atrium, but more fat. Yeah, you're kind of right. What I could maybe do is I'll try to... I didn't want to mess with Atrium because it's well mastered, but maybe I could do a hit him with one of like... probably... Let me think. I'm thinking. My brain is loading. I should probably automate this EQ. We're going to have it on from the beginning. I want it off here. Turn it on at the drop. Turn it off here. Turn it on here. Wait for the rest of the song type beat. No! 1 second. I don't really like making any of these cuts. I think just playing the song kind of on top of each other works already pretty well as it is. I think if I was to be more nitpicky in the future, what I should have done is maybe extracted the stems, because I don't know about y'all, I kind of like how it sounds, just layering them on top of each other like that. Although with a little bit of EQing so that the elements don't kind of clash. But like kind of like what was mentioned earlier, this sounds like Atrium but more fat. Like I kind of like it. I like the way Divide sounds. You know what this reminds me of? I think it reminds me of Voltra almost, a little bit. And then like it complements well in that regard. Like the sound design in Atrium is pretty cool, but the sound design in Atrium sounds cool, but like Divide really beefs it, and I think that's kind of where this mashup works pretty well, as opposed to like trying to cut between the two because they sound pretty different. Like one song sounds so much quieter, it sounds pretty minimalist when it comes to like the amount of sound it occupies. But I think I like this. I think I like it. I'd probably also make it a little shorter. It's a little too long. Maybe do a bit more processing on the vocals, but it's pretty all right. Let me catch up on the chat super quick. I can think of a couple, but I'm sure you'd have to ask permission to use as an FL dancer just out of courtesy, for sure. I submitted. Oh, hello, Blinky semicolon 3. Also, I'm sure the ones I'm thinking of would only have significance to my hyper-specific corner of the internet, so it'd be weird to pass them on to you. I mean, I'm not against having new friends in dancing along. Do we got to resubmit again? If the question is, did I save the requests from the last stream, the answer is no. So I guess you would have to submit again, yes. Just sounds like Atrium more fat. Atravide. Yes, that's a good question. Is y'all are going to have to think of a way to mash up those song names. Because I have no idea how to mash up Atrium and Divide in my mind. Unless, what is Atrium is like it's like a fishbowl, right? No? Atrium definition. A central hall or court in a modern building with rooms or galleries opening off of it, often glass covered. Okay, glass is probably where I thought of fishbowl. Atrium is a heart thing. That is true. I think hearts do have atriums. Oh yeah, each of the two upper cavities of the heart, which blood is passed to the ventrices. The right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the veins of the body. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the pulmonary veins. So, yeah, we could look at this as like a half a heart, or maybe like division of the shared space. I don't know what you'd say without that. Very large fishbowl. All right, I'm just gonna press play. Next mashup request is from Blinky, if you're here, which I think you are. All right, here we go. Neato. Yeah, so personal notes to myself, I definitely could have spent a little more time to integrate like these parts. Like over here, I definitely should have low passed atrium. I don't know, like this part right here could have had a little bit of room for creativity. I should have reverse sidechained this because, well, I guess this is breaks. It's not really halftime, so I probably would have woulda, shoulda, coulda rearranged the sidechain so it was a bit more in line with atrium. This midsection's too long. But I think fundamentally I do like the idea. I like this first drop especially. I think I saw somebody say, what'd they say? Divide sounds less dated. Then again, it was released in 2021. I don't know if dated is the right word. When was Atrium released actually, now that I think about it? Fractal Atrium. 2013, 8 years before Divide was released. I just think it reimagines Atrium and Divide. Like that's the best, like it doesn't feel like I'm aging it or that I'm like remastering it, but it's just like it's not a VIP. I mean, VIP is not the right word. It's almost like when artists re-release a song with like better mixing or better quality. Like, well, I don't know. That's not even the right. I don't know. It's just something. It doesn't feel like I don't know. I think it's cool. That's all I gotta say really about it. Divided Atrium seems good. How'd you like to get your Atria divided, fucko? Yep, Atrium, if it was produced 10 years later. Sonic's true. It makes me wonder what it'd sound like if Fractal came back. What even happened to Fractal? Did he just quit music? He's still around. He commented on a Knock 2 mix a couple years ago. Yeah, he hasn't released anything in a hot minute. I don't know what happened to Fractal, but I think like the most recent, I should probably save this before I do anything. The most recent, I don't know if I can find it. Paper Skies released a mix with a Fractal ID a few years ago, and that was like the newest Fractal thing. And nothing ever came of it after that. I wonder if I can find it. Probably not. I don't know. Paper Skies released a mix of like a DJ mix, and there was just a Fractal ID in there for just no reason, just because he could, just because it was there. He just felt like it. All right, let's X that. I guess we're just gonna do divided atrium because that's cohesive, and otherwise at the moment the creative juices are not stimulating at the moment. A B C D E. If my file manager wants to load, there we go. Nope, not Premiere. Stream mashups. Today is 2025-09-25, and we're titling this Divided Atrium. Enter. Alrighty. And that's the first mashup of the stream. Next mashup we got is from Blinky. They want me to mash up Skrillex. My name is Skrillex. And Skrillex slats Zcaf remaster. Now, let me double check this. Is this like a Skrillex leak? Is this an official track? 6 years ago, 13 years ago. Okay, so this is not an official Skrillex track, is what I'm understanding. Classic Skrillex. Thanks as always, anytime. Unreleased 2009. How much unreleased Skrillex is still out there? Like, what was the other track that recently came out in that one mixtape? Voltage. That was an unreleased track for like a decade, right? Maybe even more than that. Like, is there anything older than that? Skrillex, my name is Skrillex. 2010, I see. Holy aged. Yes, this track is never coming out. I doubt Slats would come out. I'd be surprised if it does. Voltage, I'm not sure if mine will work because I was rushing, LOL. Well, first things first, you gave me Slats as 129 and my name is Skrillex as 128. I don't think this is 128 BPM. That's for starters. We got like mid-tempo type tempo over here. 110, I'm gonna guesstimate a 110. Nope, it is faster. 115? 117. I'm feeling the house vibe still. I'm feeling that electro house tempo still. So maybe we just speed it up anyways. Sound like they're in the same key. Mid-tempo, tempo, type tempo. That's what I'm saying, bro. Mid-tempo, tempo, type tempo. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I'm late. Hello, all. Hello, Benko. Alright, my name is Skrillex. X. Slats, slats, slats. Is that too long? It goes on my camera. Slats. Squished. Slats. Alright. Enough dilly-dallying on my part. I guess I'll just jump right into it. I have no idea what to really try to do here, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just going to hit play and see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. I don't want that intro. That sucks. Time signature. See, the problem I'm facing here is that this My Name is Skrillex track is so glitchy, jumpy, and inconsistent that it doesn't lend well to the slat slat slash track, which is just kind of more of like a, I almost want to say like a Dead Mouse type electro house beat. Which is why I'm thinking to myself, like, what if I did something like this? But I feel like it'd get way too repetitive. I need a kick. Okay, do that. I'm gonna cut everything until, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do this. Maybe? Maybe? We gotta fix these EQs. We gotta fix these EQs. What's going on? Oh, I know what went wrong. I know what went wrong. Shoot, I screwed up. There we go. I'm gonna have to redo all of those EQ changes as well. What if I skip to this part of the song right here, and then we hit them with a time signature right here? And then it just goes right back into it, huh? Maybe we can do that, and then we hit them with a 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just do this. Hit them with an encore. Nope. Yes, there we go. Is this song like 412 or something? Maybe? Mayhaps? We're just gonna, this one fades out, we're also gonna do a fade out here. Here, here, here. Over here, over there, everywhere. I'm debating if I should sidechain. Which kick is better? Okay, I already know the answer. We're gonna do super quick sidechain, last minute sidechain, buzzer beating sidechain. If I can find my preferred sidechain plugin, which is just a Fruity Balance. My freaking beloved. I got time. How much time do I have? 16, 15? Oh, I got time. And, oh, go. Where'd it go? Oh, shoot. I screwed up. Hold on. I still got time. 4, 3, wait, 2, 1. Whew. There we go. I'll just delete those extras. There we go. Buzzer beating sidechain. Alright. I didn't love this mashup. It is what it is. You get into some really old territory with these older songs, and at that point it's just kind of a luck of the draw. The credit I will give, both Skrillex, both same key, not same tempo, but it was in a good ballpark, I would say. The heart was there. All right, let me catch up on the chat super quick. Squooshed. You gotta hold the slats, it's gonna fall. My name is Skrillex, reminds me of Justice. That is a good, yeah, it kind of does. I don't listen to much Justice though, but I do think of that one really loud electro song, and I could see where the Justice inspiration can come in there. Skrillex really made the most complicated and inaccessible music and still got popular with it. It's insane. Howdy partner, hello Woomy. Based on this mashup, I assume Slats of Slats eventually became My Name is Skrillex. No, this feels like very distinct ideas. He just also produces a lot. Like, they're in the same key, but I feel like these were two different ideas. The draws have similar structure. That is true, though. Like, I did see, like, the fake outs kind of lining up there. Like how he sampled it. He's definitely in his Justice bag. The vocal sample in My Name is Skrillex is similar to a couple of tracks from Cross. I like how it's sampled. I think the drop starts one bar earlier when you copy paste it. Oh, never mind. My name is Slats. Thoughts, chat? I kind of like that one. I was thinking, when I read Slats, it reminds me of, was that one YouTuber, J Schlatt? My name is J Schlatt. That's my thought. Wake up, it's the first of the Skrill Slats. It gives off J-Sab vibes. What is J-Sab? I gotta search that up. SoundCloud. I just misspelt sound. SoundCloud. There you go. J-Sab. J-Sab. Oh, just shapes and beats. Is that what that is? Yeah, Undead's got it. Yeah, that's good, Undead. Waters of Nazareth River, never mind. Just shapes and beats. Just shapes and beats. You right. Just video game music. Video game type beat music. Alright, we're gonna play this out. Do we have any ideas for My Name is Skrillex and Slats? I guess it's just gonna be My Name is Slats. Like, that's the only way you can make that, combine that name. So I guess we might just do that one. Next mashup is gonna be from Undead. They want me to mash up Pain Away featuring Lily Ward, a Tura remix by Harry Hayes, and Together by Ellie Minibolt. But before we do that, I'm pressing play. Let me move this over. How long is this? Oh, 2:41? Not too bad. Here we go. Unironically, does anybody actually produce with like channels this big? Like producing, I understand, right? Like you gotta kind of have the track small because you've got a lot of tracks. But mashing, you don't need that many. Does anybody mash like at this size magnification? I don't know. I've done it a few times, like by accident. I'll just zoom in like to the maximum, and I just can't. I can't work in this. I just can't work in this. But like, maybe it's just because I've been doing FL Studio for so many years on like the default size, which is like around here. I don't know. I think JD or Blamo does. That's crazy. I mean, because I think it's interesting, right? Because my justification is I can see more. But if I zoom into the max, I'm seeing the exact same amount here than I am here. I mean, I'm seeing less because I can't see the waveform, right? But I'm seeing the same amount of song here compared to this, where I'm seeing the same amount. I mean, I guess at that point it becomes a density question, and I like being able to just not have to look that far around my project to see everything. But every once in a while, I'll see like a Twitter preview where they have like the track playing like this, like maximum zoom, maximum like this. And like in my mind, I'm like, that's too much. That's too much. I cannot look at this. This is pretty alright. I like this. Anyways, this was a fun mashup. Not my favorite, but it's a fun mashup. Alright, we're gonna do My Name is Slats, because I think that was a funny name. My Name is Slats. Is it Slats with one T or two T's? One T. My Name is Slats. And delete. Hypothetically, if I did mega mashups on FL, I think I would have a slight zoom. Alright, what do we got here? Schlatt. My name is Schlatt. My girlfriend was telling me that I should mash up. I don't know if you guys have seen this, and I don't know if I'd be able to find it for any Schlatt heads in the chat. My girlfriend really likes watching Schlatt videos. Me, I don't really keep up with Schlatt, but like I'm aware of him. But like there was one video, Schlatt, he came back to life. Which my girlfriend was telling me I should mash up the song used in this YouTube short. How do I restart this? Oop.
Kill Jesus, Schlatt.
I cannot believe you just said that.
He got crucified.
You're bringing up the crucifixion of Jesus Christ in a debate about...
You think God is this all? No one can kill God.
What happened to him? What happened to him 3 days later?
He ran away like a little bit.
He came back to life.
I love fan cams of media that you would never consider would have a fan cam. But also, the drop goes hard. Cannot lie. Alright, let me delete these other things. And let's see. So, next mashup is Pain Away. Is Undead in the chat? Undead is in the chat. Schlatt, just Slat. Hi Slats, I'm Dad. Schlank it. Alright, so we got Harry Hayes Pain Away featuring Lily Ward. Achura remix 124 BPM, which is this one, right? Is this Doob Step? Stoop Dep?
You can take the pain away.
Let me tell you, that does not sound like Doob Step. Stoop Dep. That was the clip where people hated Jaden? Oh, is it? I never watched the original video. I've only seen that clip. But apparently it was from like, what was it? Can 150 lines versus every Pokemon, or a billion lines versus every Pokemon? Which is funny to think about. Alright, this is some kind of joke, isn't it, Undead? What you doing to me here? Alright, what's the vision? What is the vision here?
All you need to do is tell me you don't have another. 'Cause I can take the count of pain. I don't want to have to suffer. There's someone like a kiss in the rain.
I remember those J Shot covers. I am Dubstep Skrillex. Thank you. The second song is too quiet. Turn it up. Listen, I haven't started yet. I'm scheming. I'm scheming. Well, I don't even know what to scheme. This is a crazy combo. This is the most like you're a producer and you just started learning. You just got good at FL Studio. This is also like 2015 Future Bass era. Like, this is the kind of music I would have heard in 2015. This is the song that I'd be like, oh, Monster Cat rejected me. Why would they do that? And it's this. I can appreciate the charm though. Pretty cute. Pretty cutesy. Alright, so what is D major, C minor? What is D major? D major is B minor. So in theory, I can just pitch up. Well, I want to pitch down. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch this down one key. And we got to figure out the...
'Cause I can take the count of pain. Still have to
Is this microtonal?
call me late. So you can
Yeah, the Atura remix is microtonal. Alright, I'm glad I caught that. Let's figure out tempo. Let's remove tempo. It is 106, just like you said it was. We're gonna do 140. So I have an idea. I do have an idea. Alright, I'm just gonna start the timer. I do see both songs have, what do you call them? Vocals. I gotta update the text. I'll do that right now. Pain away in brackets Atura remix X together. And okay. Alright, while that's processing, let me catch up on the chat. Second song is too quiet, turn it up if you notice it. The melody is similar. Why can't song info websites ever agree over what key a song is in LMAO? Pre-W mash beats me, man, I don't know. It's because most of those websites are not community sourced. They use algorithms to figure out what tempo stuff is in. And I guess either they all sort data from the same big music database, or they're all detuned in their own special little ways. I don't know. Apparently Doug Bowser ain't the CEO of Nintendo America no more. What? Well, that's not a very long tenure. Doug Bowser. I'm just gonna search that up. Doug Bowser. Doug Bowser bids farewell to the Mushroom Kingdom 1 hour ago. That's crazy. Now we gotta pause this timer. That's crazy. Breaking news: to the Mushroom Kingdom, Nintendo of America president and CEO to retire. Company names Devin Pritchard successor. Rip Bowser. Princess was in another castle type beat. When was Doug Bowser? When did they make Doug Bowser? When When did Doug Bowser become CEO of Nintendo of America? 2019. Oh, so he's only been there. He's only been there for 6 years. That doesn't feel like a long time, but I guess it's good when a person knows when it's their time to head out. So better that than them staying for too long. Holy moly! Wasn't there a guy called Gaylord Bowser? Probably. Like in the world, probably. At Nintendo, not that I'm aware of. I don't know what to feel. I'm just hoping the Nintendo games have become cheaper. That's not happening, buddy. Alright, timer starting. No vocals.
I always thought that you were one. I always thought that you were one to trust, one to trust. I'm feeling further from you now. It's done. I can take the kind of pain I don't want to have to discover. The summer that we kissed in the rain. You took all my love, baby, give it up. You can take. You made it clear to me just who you are, who you are. All you need to do is play the part, yeah. I just wanna know. I always thought that you were one to trust, one to trust. I'm feeling further from you. Tell me you don't have another. 'Cause I can take the kind of pain I don't want to have to discover.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Trust me. Okay, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut that as well. Okay. I feel a sneeze coming along. The question is, when will it strike? Or will it strike? Oh, no, it's striking. No, it's not. It struck. Alright. We're gonna do this. Dut. Okay, we'll do that again. Thank you for all the bless yous in the chat. Okay. I accidentally toggled the magnifying glass. 1, 2, 3. Copy BBB. Copy BB. Copy and hit him with a B, and then oh, where'd it go? What the? Copy B. No, copy V. There we go. Holy moly. BBB. Cut here. Beep beep. Beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep beep. Copy. C beep beep beep.
You can take the pain away.
Oh, I forgot the last part. Whoopsie daisy. Let's pretend like I did not forget. Boop.
You can take the pain away. You got the vibe that I can seem to place. But everything it makes is keep the
This just feels like more of the same.
you got to what they say. Tell me, you don't have
I'm just thinking, right? Can a homie just think, just for a bit? Can a homie just a little bit of thinking as a treat? Just a little bit of thinking, right? What I'm thinking is, I cut all that. No, I did not cut it. Let's try that again. I cut all of, hold on, I cut from here. There we go. Drag and drop all of this here. Hit him with the 1, 2. Whoop. Copy, paste. Well, that's not good. What is going on here? It's offset for no reason. Why does the song speed up, or maybe it's like a decimal tempo for just no reason? We got 1 minute to fix this. This should be easy. Delete that. Make unique. Stretch that here. Undo that. Hit him with that. This is supposed to end here, I guess. I'm pretty alright. Actually, no. There was one thing I wanted to do that I did not do. We're going to duplicate this. Whoop. There we go. And I think we're done. I think we're done. Alright, let me catch up on the chat. It's coming along. Bless you, bless you. I love the live sneeze commentary like it's a sports match. Dang it, Undead was first. Hee hee, ooh nice, ooh, me likey, true, groovy, blood is stinky, ooh, W outro. W outro, W speed, W's everyone. W's in the W's. Alright, here we go. But before I go, next mashup is from Woomy. Wants me to mash up Feel Your Love by Retrovision and Noise 24 by Similar Outscores. I feel like I've heard Noise 24 before, but I don't know from where, or if I've heard it. I think I see Woomy in the chat, so they're probably around. They're probably hanging. We need a mashup name for Pain, Away, and Together. Away Together, that's a good one. Pain Together, that's not as nice of a nice one. Those are kind of your two options. So unless someone can think of something more creative, here we go.
car. Because look, it's a semi. Probably shouldn't be taking B-reels while I'm driving, but like most of these are while I'm driving.
I always thought that you were one to trust, one to trust. I'm feeling further from you now. It's done, it's not much, but you made it clear to me just who you are, who you are. All you need to do is play the part, yeah. I just wanna know. I just wanna know. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause I can't take the kind of pain. I don't want to have to discover the summer that we kissed in the rain. You took all my love, baby, give it up. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause you can take the pain away. Got the vibe that I can seem to place, but everything it makes us keep the faith, babe. Tell my friends that you're the one for me, but they see right through the walls you put in front of me, blatantly. I just wanna know, is it all for sure? Tell me you're the one. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause I can't take the kind of pain. I don't want to have to discover the summer that we kissed in the rain. You took all my love, baby, give it up. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause you can take the pain away. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause I can't take the kind of pain. I don't want to have to discover the summer that we kissed in the rain. You took all my love, baby, give it up. Tell me you don't have another, 'cause you can take the pain away.
Cute. I liked it. Couple notes for myself. I completely forgot that I had kept the bass stem here on purpose. But if I was gonna keep the bass stem, I should probably remove the bass from here. Although it sounds like there wasn't really much bass, so maybe I didn't need to EQ it, but would have been nice. I would have realigned the song properly because I guess for some reason the song is a decimal BPM, so it's not lined up all the time. It is lined up enough, which is what my barber said to me. But otherwise, it's pretty alright. Maybe I'd try to incorporate more of the vocals from the Ellie mainbot track because I completely just nuked them off the face of the earth. Probably maybe remove the vocals from the like midsection and keep them in the drop here. I think I would have wanted to maybe do like just a slight amount of not sidechain but like leveling so that the I don't know what you call this quarter note would have a bit more presence in the mashup. I'm gravely over-exaggerating. That doesn't sound good, but that's kind of what I would have liked to have done. But it's alright. I like it. This one was nice. Do we have any ideas? W's in the J slot. Yeah, I'm here. Some loud skirts eating dinner. Message retracted. Yo, shouts out. Message retracted. Remixing the pain together. Pain together. Atura pain remix away. On my bop. I'm here to get her pain away. That's clever. Cooked. Remixing the pain together is funnier though. Lol, it is. I'm gonna be the fun police. I'm just gonna name this Away Together. Because normally I don't really incorporate extra stuff. Should have done like Harry Payne, Hayes Payne, Pain, Away Pain, featuring Pain. Alright. I'm gonna fun police this one. Away Together. Enter. There we go. Alright, next mashup is from Woomy. Alrighty. Once this saves. This is taking a little longer to save than normal. There we go. Alright, so from what I've gathered here, we've got house and house. This is just the house stream. We've got house, speed house, and now we're back to house. So what do we got here? Whoopsies. Wait, I don't want to do that. 0.5. What I want to do is this. I'm getting hot. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun. You know what's getting hot. There you go. That's your free mashup idea. Unless that was a previously requested mashup, in which case, sorry for claiming that as my own idea. I'm getting hot. This is just gonna be the Getting Hot stream. We just mash everything with Getting Hot by Knock 2. I have no ideas. G minor, F sharp, that means I should pitch up the noise track? Guess? Mayhaps? Maybe? Mayhaps? I'm getting hot. Alright, let's see. Timer's restarted. Let me just find the drops, and then I guess I'll get started on this. I'm also going to catch up on the chat super quick before I do that. I'm also going to update this. Feel Your Love X Noise 24. 244. No, just Noise 24. Alrighty. They both got the same fake out as well. Sick. I'm getting hot. Alright, let me catch up on the chats real quick. Ash, baby emoji, sad face, toxic. Boo, we don't like fun police. No fun allowed today, house stream XD. Frick, I should have resubmitted the virtual riot mashup from when the stream crashed. So it's a full Electro House stream. Haha. Resubmit it. Blood gives you options. I already submitted something else that's not house. I submitted. You can delete your submission for resubmit. I ruined it all. Just tell them if you want. DNB submissions lead to automatic lynching. I can't be asked to look up all the info again though. Sorry. It's all okie dokie. I also wouldn't want y'all to like change your submission to fit a theme, but it'd be funny if one day there was like an overarching theme of a stream that like y'all conspire against me to do. Alright, what do we got here? I'm just gonna start the timer. I'm not gonna think about it. We're just gonna just do it. I'm just gonna do that. Just top 10 intros of all time. I want half beats? Nope, I want half steps. Yes. Okay, hit him with one of these and perhaps even one of those. I don't like how long this gap is. I should just cut it in half and whoop, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I see what I did. There we go. How long is this? Let's just do this. I'm getting hot. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. You know it's getting hot. I'm just gonna do this. Nope, and this, yes. Okay, where's the drop? I'm gonna pause just for 1 second because I want to find something. I want to find something. Let me cook. Never mind, I can't cook. I was just searching up for the Getting to Knock 2 Getting Hot acapella, but I can't find it. Alright, anyways. Oh, timer. There we go. I guess I should fix this as well. I'm getting hot. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Shoot. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I gotta do all the cuts here now? Dun, 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 dun. I'm getting hot. Dun, 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 dun. You know it's getting hot. I'll take that. Is this sidechain off? Oh my gosh, the sidechain's been off this whole time and I'm just blind. Whoopsie daisy. Doot doot. I've got enough time that I would like to do reverse sidechain. Whoop. I think if these two songs were in the same key, or if I was to like slightly revolume them, or just, I guess the word would be, well, remixing, re-engineering, whatever, I would probably want to experiment with like cutting between the two songs. So they sound like they're they're sonically very similar, where you could probably do some like interesting cuts between the two. But I kind of just liked how the mashup sounded without having to like just cut between the two songs. But I think there's definitely potential for that kind of mashing in with this combination as well. But I think adding the whoopsie daisy, what did I do? What did I do? There we go. We got 42 seconds on the clock. What can I do in 42 seconds? I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this. Like, I don't think there's much else I gotta do. Like, I don't got enough time to... I mean, I guess I could just talk about the mashup. I like this combo. It's pretty good. Like maybe I probably could have isolated the stems to make the intro maybe a little less cluttered. The midsection I think is fine. Like, there's definitely potential for that kind of mashup. All right, this is Feel Your Love by Retrovision and Noise 24 by Similar Outskirts. What kind of mashup names we got for this? Feel Your Love, Feel Your Noise, Love Your Noise, You're 24, 24 Feels. Anyways, there's a bit more to work with there. All right, let me actually bring this back down there. Let me separate that. There we go. I liked it. This is a pretty fun mashup. Let me catch up on the chat super quick before I do anything else. 3 hours of tiptoe mashups. Variation is also a good thing. Balance, healthy diet, and stuff. 100% extra tone. Damn. Who is the artist of the first song? Well, I think somebody else already answered it. But yeah, it's Feel Your Love by Retrovision and Noise 24 by Similar Outskirts. W mash, by the way. Fun fact, I was going to do this mash, but due to burnout and just limited storage, I had to tap out. Listen, just because I've done it doesn't mean you can't do it. Maybe you can do that. Like I said, there's definitely potential for a mashup that cuts between the two songs. So I just did the lazy one where I just layered them. But hey, nothing's stopping you from doing that. Retrovision Disco is a great mashup idea, to be honest. I bet Getting Hot is just splice samples or something. I'm pretty sure it is. I just don't know off the top of my head the splice sample. But I could probably ask Streak. Like, he knows all the samples, where they're from and whatnot. Bengo, the difference between good and bad producers is whether or not they can find all the good samples on Splice. I'm not a good producer then, but I know all of the people. I know all the good producers, so they help me with that. What is the sidechain for? I don't think it's put for the drums. The sidechain on Noise 24 is for the drums. It doesn't get the entire drum, but like if I make it more drastic. But the main idea is the quote-unquote reverse sidechain is just so then the other drums are compensated. As opposed to... This is usually what I do, because like in mashups you gotta lower down the volume of both songs so that you're not like distorting. But then because of that, if I don't have this and I look at like a waveform, well, here. Okay, maybe this is not a good example. Wait, I want to turn that off. Okay, this isn't a good example, but basically what I was going to say is you can compensate for some extra space by bringing back the volume of the original, of the song that you like the drums of. I don't know if you can really hear the difference over stream quality, but it's like one of those minor differences that I think helps with like final mastering and making the loudest possible, you know, finished product. I'm getting sidetracked here. Melikov sound effect number 24. Can you cross sidechain in FL? It's kind of weird, but in Ableton you can sidechain compress 2 tracks with each other at the same time. I think you can, but this is just the way that I've learned how to do it. That works for me. To be honest, my methods are very primal, very basic, but it works for my monkey brain. So if it works, it works. Love 24. Love 24 I mess with. Gotta go. Have a good rest of the stream. See you later, Blinky. I'm hungry. I still gotta wait an hour. Why do you gotta wait an hour to eat? Just eat when you're hungry, no? I didn't even play this mashup yet. Okay, I've been talking so much about the mashup that I forgot to play it. All right. Okay, we're gonna do Love 24. I'm gonna hit play. Next mashup is from Benko, if you're in the chat. Here we go. That was fun. I think the only other nitpicks I would have for myself is there's a couple parts where vocal samples will layer on top of each other, and I think here's the only time where I actually counted and fixed that. Wait. Oh, are the vocal samples layered on top of each other in the same song? This whole time I thought, oh, like one vocal sample's in one song and one vocal sample's in the other song. Okay, well then I guess that's not really a mistake. And the only other thing I can really say is probably making a like a more seamless outro. Like I don't even mind that it ends like this. Like I think this is really nice, but I just maybe like reverb this out right here. Because it goes from like so loud to like so quiet. But this is good. I like this. This is a good combo. Woomy shouts out. And we're going to hit him with a file export zip. Love 24. Enter. Alright. Delete. Next up, we are breaking the house streak. No more streak. I mean, no more house. Unless you consider this to be super fast house. Not really. We got some drum and maybe even some bass, but no house. We are houseless now. We are drum and bass core. We are mashing. Benko's here, right? Yeah, Benko's here. Here lurking, building super awesome Lego Dragon. Yo, shouts out Lego Dragon. I'm gonna side quest here real quick. You know, it's a Lego. So I'm not really much of a Lego guy, but one Lego set that I would like to buy one day is this bad boy. I saw it in a video of like world's hardest Lego sets. What? Well, today I learned that this is a retired Lego set. Anyways, this is it right here. This would go so hard. This looks so much fun to make. It looks so tedious, but then you can frame it on a wall. Like, this is awesome. Now that I know, see, I didn't know this is a retired product. I gotta go buy me one of these before, I don't know, from eBay or something, I don't know. Alrighty. Next mashup is from Benko. They want me to mash up Horizon, but it's spelled in, not Horizon, it's like Horizon, and by Flava D. And Home is Not a Place by Katu and Solve, featuring Chester Watson. What a conveniently named title track. No more Home. Home is not a place. German bass is a place though.
You'll see through faith, horror to sparkling. Form is a state, formless some art. On point like the bullet shot from a marksman, marshman, shaman, trying to help me balance my art. You're the same hand on my chains.
Okay. Yo, I gotta give a shout out, another sidetrack, but I gotta give a shout out. I've only heard one track from Flava D, and it was one of my best of tracks last year on Monster Cat. Was it Flava D Whipped Cream? This one. Anyways, that is my Flava D rep for the day. Let me catch up on the chat, and then I guess I'll just get started. Also, as a heads up, I've closed submissions. So these will be the last couple of submissions. I've got Benko right now. Up next I have Sondix, and then the last mashup of the day will be Fan of Portal 2. So we're nearing up on the end here. But I feel good. I feel good. Don't want to jinx it, but Wi-Fi has been good. So already a plus. We've already gone for like an hour longer than the last stream. Alright, got a couple things to do here. So first off, this is Horizon X. Home is not a place. Secondly, I catch up on the chat. I'm hungry. I still gotta wait an hour. It's 5:40 a.m. Still way too early. Man, just like, what are you waiting for? Like, you have like a specific schedule you got to stick to in eating? Because listen, I wake up and I'm about to start eating, or I don't eat as well. I can't eat like right after waking up, but I can eat like at any time I want, basically. Here, lurking, building. Yeah, been some great matches today. On NP, Rip House, We Are Homeless. Rip, no, that's beautiful. I've never seen that one. I want that. Houseless. Why Benko? House is not a place. We left the EDM house. Now we're on the streets, and there goes the stream. Listen, someone said rip earlier, and my first thought was, is my stream dying? Immediately I look over, and my stream is good. I've not dropped any frames for an hour and a bit, so hopefully it stays like that. Still here, also quicker stream today. I gotta wait for the food shop to open. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't really consider about that. That's unfortunate on your part. All right, let me get this mashup started. I don't like that window taking up my precious screen space. I'm gonna line this up first, and then I'm going to start the timer. I'm thinking I feel like the logical conclusion, which I'm probably gonna take, is I'm just gonna use the Flava D track as an instrumental bass. And I'm thinking of just extracting the elements from this song, and probably going to extract the elements from this song. Let's normalize it because it looks like there's space. Never mind, there's no space to normalize it. We'll normalize it in post later. 188 allegedly. down, put them in their own channels. Extract stems, and then when this finishes extracting, I am going to hit the clock, and we're gonna get started. What do we got here? I was kidding, D, don't worry. Just finished one mashup. Yo, shouts out. FYI, Chester is offbeat in the ambience midsection, allegedly. I will keep that in mind. I don't know which one is Chester and Solve, but I guess I'll figure it out. We'll see if I'll figure it out. While we're waiting for this, quick little poll for the chat. Do any of y'all watch the YouTube shorts that I put out? No, I take no offense if you guys haven't, but I'm just completely curious. Because basically when you upload a YouTube short, you have the option to publish to subscriber feeds. And what I learned apparently, allegedly, like a year or two ago, is that not publishing them to subscriber feeds makes the YouTube algorithm go into overdrive to promote them. So like, I feel like there's gonna be at some point a chance, maybe, we'll see, if I keep up this like YouTube Shorts schedule that I'm trying to work on here, there's gonna probably be a couple people that have only ever seen me from YouTube Shorts, and I think that's kind of funny. And then similarly, there's people that probably are completely unaware of the fact that I do YouTube Shorts. So we'll see what happens when we get there. I've not seen any reoccurring Shorts fans, but in theory, the Shorts fans will be like, I've got a mashup idea, and then they'll come to the stream, and then I'll make content from the stream, and I'll make shorts, and then people will watch the shorts, and then they'll be like, I want to suggest a mashup, and then they'll come to the stream. It's a infinite money printer. Maybe, we'll see. I've seen like 2 or 3. My notifications are flooded. I don't check those. So if I unsubscribe, I will see your shorts. Haha. I do not. Sometimes I'll hop over there when I'm in the mood. No. If you unsubscribe, no. So you can still see them, but you don't get like a. I don't know if any of you guys have like the subscribe, turn on notifications, all that. I don't really ask my subs to do that. I probably should do that. Ask them more often. But basically, you have the option of not sending a notification to your fans when you upload a video. And obviously, because I'm uploading like 30 seconds of like stuff that I've chopped from like a year ago, right? I don't really want to notify my fans that I uploaded a short, especially because shorts aren't my main form of content. But if you go to your, and I can show this right now, if you go to YouTube subscriptions, I know on mobile it's a lot easier. I don't actually know on, let's see, if I go to my subscriptions, there we go. There's like a short section in the subscriptions, and then you can watch more and find them there. Look at Mr. Beast cooking a pizza with power tools. This is the only place where you'll find them. Otherwise, sometimes you go to your homepage, you might find them in the recommended here. You know what's a video I just finished watching? I finally got around to watching that YouTube video of like the I civilized like I simulated a civilization of 1,000 people in Minecraft. I finally watched that video. I guess I'll set the timer. Here we go.
Up in the clouds, up in the stars. Nowhere to be found, somewhere near Mars. Keep to myself bleakness and hardship. Light in my soul, see through the darkness. They say home's not a place, home's where the heart is. Open the gates, storming the starship. Hold on to your faith, or the sparkling. Form is a state, form is some art. On point like the bullet shot from a marksman.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm thinking shorten this, maybe, supposedly. And then now what if I do this? Maybe? Am I cooking?
Up in the clouds, up in the stars. Nowhere to be found, somewhere near Mars. Keep to myself bleakness and hardship. Light in my soul, see through the darkness. They say home's not a place, home's where the heart is. Open the gates, storming the starship. Put on point like this, kill it up and swim it. I got a feeling time never starts. Up in the clouds, up in the stars. Nowhere to be found, somewhere near Mars. Keep to myself bleakness and hardship. Light in my soul, see through the darkness. They say home's not a place, home's where the heart is. Open the gates, storming the starship. Hold on to your faith, forever sparkling. Form is a state, formless, I'm art. On point like the bullet shot from a marksman, marshman, shaman, trying to help me balance my art. It's folding my heart and feel like the Arctic. This life is a movie, know where your mark is. Know some niggas that's killers and like to start shit. I'm the type to just chill, roll up and spark shit. Live from the field, live from the darkness. I got a feeling time never starts.
I see a minor problem. Maybe I can fix this. So I gotta drag this over by 2. And then I want to do
the clouds, up in the stars, time never starts. From this darkness, I got a feeling time never starts. From this darkness, I got a feeling time never starts. Floating in the hypnagogic.
I want to. How much time do I got? 3.5 minutes? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Duplicate that.
Floating in the hypnagogic state. Lost in the tell you that I'm feeling, you tell me. Tell you that I'm feeling, you tell me you feel the same. Floating in the hypnagogic state. Lost in the cosmos, I blink, it's just me and you. Our whole world could change if we see it through. My old world's insane, I just need a few. Old world's insane, I just need a few. If love has hit the floor, then she's hit the roof. Being alone isn't the same as being with you. Games, I'm the air in between, but refrain. No games, and I'm feeling you. Tell me you feel the same.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's good. I got a whole 1.5 minutes. I mean, I guess most of the time I spent lining up the songs and extracting the stems, but like, this is good. This is a good combo. I don't even feel the need to sidechain. I think if I was to be more nitpicky, do I have time? I don't have time. No, I have time. I'll do it. Hold on. Do this. And that's basically all I wanted to do. I wanted to put the drums in its own channel because I had an EQ that was increasing the high end. Actually, I should probably still have an EQ. Wrong EQ. Replace EQ. I should probably put the EQ just to shape, because shaving off the low end didn't really do much. There we go. I just didn't want to boost the high end of the snare. Not that it really has much, but I wanted the high end to only affect this. And I guess a little bit of that. Actually, I still got time. I'm going to put this in its own channel. I'm going to put this on its own separate EQ because I wanted to cut more of the low end on this.
Storming the starship. Hold on to your faith, or the sparkling. There's some niggas that's killers and like.
All right, there we go. Yeah, basically I was like, there's a couple mixing things I could have done, but I realized it didn't actually take that much time to fix those little mistakes. Let me catch up on the chat super quick. FY Chester's offbeat in the ambient mid section. I figured out what you meant, and I appreciate that heads up. Where am I? So if I unsubscribe, there, I already read that. Horizon is not a place. I guess that could be a name. Home is not a horizon. Could have some vague kind of meaning to it. Home is on the horizon. That's a good one. Do you master your mashups? I do. I do master my mashups, but not really with like any particularly high end, you know, ozone mixing. I don't know what plugins people use in the producer world. I just use a fruity limiter when it comes to like the final last line of defense is my fruity limiter. I have a preset, so it's tweaked a little better because I know default fruity limiter, it sucks, but it's not a bad plugin. It's just most people don't really use it properly, I guess. They don't learn to use it properly is, I guess, the best way to describe it. It is not a great plugin, but it does its job, and for what I'm doing, it's usually what I'm fine with. I'm also never trying to like maximize LUFS, for example. Otherwise, I'd probably want to use a different plugin that would be better at that. But for the most part, most of my mastering is really just my mixing, which is just like having things level so that like the frequencies aren't like clashing that much, EQing out frequencies I don't want, doing a lot of volume automation so that like when things are like, for example, because like sometimes I'll do cuts in mashups, right? Like let's just say I was cutting like this, right? In this portion where there's no song, I'd want to boost the other song to compensate for the, you know, lack of space. Just stuff like that. It's very minute and tedious, but I do some semblance of mastering. So, question, but do you actually produce music, by the way, with the whole being part of simulcast thing? Haha. The short answer is not really. Like, it would be misleading to call myself a producer, but I don't know, like the realization I had a couple of years ago is I just don't enjoy producing. Like I know how to produce, I know the fundamentals of it. I've made a couple songs. Heck, literally the other day I uploaded a long elevator remix that by definition I produced. It's like 25 seconds long. But I just don't enjoy producing. So I've never put anything out. I made like a lo-fi track a couple of years ago as well. I have a couple like private like IDs that I have on my SoundCloud, but I don't think I'm ever going to release them. I don't enjoy producing. I have so much fun mixing, making mashups. I thoroughly enjoy that. And all of this that I've done over the last decade has helped me become a better audio engineer, dialogue mixer, dialogue editor. But producing, I don't enjoy it. So sometimes I'll contribute to like the Simulcats project with like individual stems, certain instruments. I have a couple instruments that I play and I'll send out stems for that. But most of the time, if I have a production credit, it's not really for anything that I would consider to be like major or like define or like ground define. I offer a lot of feedback and I offer a lot of like criticism, like with the construction of the project. And usually I'm helping a lot more with the Simulcats project for like admin stuff. So like helping with signing contracts, making sure that, you know, all of our assets are ready. And then with the artwork, not really the artwork, but with the animation, like I do a good amount of like the social media stuff for Simulcats. That is where my presence and assistance is usually felt and found. All right, here we go. Horizon versus Home is Not a Place. Next mashup is from, is it Sondix? I think it's Sondix who's next. Yeah, Sondix, if you're in the chat, oh, you literally just asked me a question, so you are here. All right, here we go. We're going to play this out, and then Sondix is next.
Up in the stars, nowhere to be found, somewhere near Mars. Keep to myself, bleedness and hardship. Light in my soul, see through the darkness. They say home's not a place, home's where the heart is. Open the gates, storming the starship. Hold on to your faith, horror to sparkling. Form is a state, formless I'm art. On point like a bullet shot from a marksman, shaman, trying to help me balance my archetypes. Holding my heart and feel like the architect. Life is a movie, know where your mark is. Know some niggas that's killers and like to start shit. I'm the type to just chill, roll up and spark shit. Live from the field, live from this darkness. I got a feeling time never starts. Floating in the hypnagogic state. Lost in the cosmos, I blank, it's just me and you. Our whole world could change if we see it through. My old world's insane, I just need a few. If love had a color, we're deep in its hue. Whatever you're looking for, I'm seeking it too. The threads hit the floor, the sheets hit the roof. Being alone isn't the same, so being with you. Fanning the flames, smoking exotic cannabis strains. Your head on my heart, your hand on my chains. Young paradox, grand but refrain. No games, I'm the air in between the sand and the rain. I hover over all of them, I'm standing in the lane. Wavy chest to Wallace and hard to slander the name. I can tell you that I'm feeling, you tell me you feel the same.
Neat. Yeah, the only way I could like further improve upon this would probably just be, there's a couple of parts where I've like done a lot of cuts that definitely could make use of some declicking. Like I bet there's one right here. Oh yeah, awful clicky noise here. My left ear too for some reason. That and then the accidental bad loop here, which I've fixed mid mashup. But yeah, I like this. I like this combo. This is a good combo. Honestly, I mean, I don't want to jinx it too soon, but like so far, every mashup or almost every mashup has been like really good. Y'all got some good combos today. Horizon. Oh, wait, what was the suggestion? What was the title suggestion I saw from earlier? Horizon is not a place. Home is not a horizon. I kind of like that one. Home is not a horizon. Although horizon is spelt differently, but we'll take it. Alright, next up is Sondix, who was here not long ago. I assume they're still here. Delete. Drag this over here. So their combo is Nothing Left by Eliminate, featuring, I don't know how to pronounce that, Xalo, and Playing with Fire by also Eliminate, actually. Sondix check. I want to make sure you're there. Oh, you are there. Okay. Okie dokie. So what do we got here? Both 150. No, both of them are not 150s. Nothing left. Is this DNB? Yes, no, is it? I don't think it's DNB. Maybe a little bit faster though. All right, let's see. Let's get these tempos correct. So you got D sharp minor 150 for Playing with Fire and B flat major or G minor. Why can't websites ever agree? 83 BPM. Let me see if because I was in the process of collecting metadata for night mode, and I'd be curious if maybe I have well, I don't know if it's the correct one, but it's the one that I may have assigned for Nothing Left here. Let's see, nothing left, nothing left, nothing left. That is not night mode. That is night mode. Control F, nothing left. Did I find the key for that? I wrote down G minor 174. Oh, wait, 174 is that's the Bensley remix. 165. G minor. That means I have to pitch down. Do I want to pitch down? Nah, we'll do. I guess we're on a drum and bass streak now, so we'll do. This one is 150. And we're gonna pitch up. So if it's D sharp, it's gonna be E, F, F sharp, G. Looks like the song is delayed here.
Get you, you're missing.
Whoops. Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Oh, I am stupid. 165. 165. There we go. Sometimes it happens. Now something sounds off. D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. Right? Right? Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse. I found my mouse. G minor 165. Am I crazy? Oh, you know what? What if playing with fire is not 150? That might be the problem. Is it? Oh, it is. What is going on here? All right, I need to pause for a second. What is my brain is malfunctioning at the moment. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I know what the issue is. My freaking time signature marker here is off beat. Aw, man. That was crazy. That was sending me for a loop for a moment. Holy moly. Alrighty. Let me catch up on the chat. Law lovely, I'm here. I am. What was I next? Yes, fan of Portal 2, you are after this one. That seems interesting. Eliminate Minute, man, I love this song. Also color bass. Is it color bass? I feel like playing with, if you're talking about playing with fire, I feel like the only reason it sounds color bassy is because I pitched it up so much that there's actual melodic content. I mean, what does it sound like not pitched up? Yeah, it sounds like more glitchy as opposed to this. where it sounds a bit more textured, I guess you could say. I can't believe that was what was wrong with my project. That was really confusing me for a moment. All right, I'm just gonna hit start on the timer. All right, so here's what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna cut this, and I'm just gonna cut everything until there, and just do that. There we go. That's our intro. I'm going to extract stems from this one because I don't want the vocals and nothing left. Whew. That really, like, genuinely, I cannot understate how much that fried my brain. I was so confused, I thought I was losing it. Alright, no vocals. I'm locked in, I'm in the trenches, I'm getting rich. I don't like this fake out. This fake out has given me so much freaking. It's tortured me too much. No fake out. Okay, so I have an idea. Whoops. Is it microtonal? Nah. I don't think so. Maybe I should be using this. I'm going one drop with this, but I have an idea that I hope it will execute well. Oh boy. Da- Oh, I see what the problem is. It's like a octave up. What if I do this? Okay, I don't know about that. Never mind. Make unique. I'm gonna finish this drop. All right. I don't want to go too overtime, but.
You're too codependent.
I screwed this up, didn't I? Yep, I screwed up. Okay, hold on, I might be able to clutch this. I screwed this up. Oh, I screwed up hard. Did I screw up hard? I might have screwed up a little bit hard. Alright, to avoid going super overtime, I'm going to finish the mashup there. Yeah, I think the reason that you weren't able to find a conclusive key is because probably the song is in major. Or there's major minor elements, or it's some kind of weird mode which like takes and borrows from different, different arrangements of notes. And so for that reason, it doesn't quite always work. And it's probably also why like certain aspects in the drop don't sound like they're in key when paired with other music, but obviously when paired with itself it sounds cohesively in key. So I think this is as good as it's going to get for a quick speed run. We have Playing with Fire and Nothing left. So I guess Playing with Nothing or Fire left. Playing with left. The Nothing Fire, that's also an option as well. I also just realized I forgot to change the title of the text here, so I'm going to do Playing with Fire X Nothing Left. Damn, I had such a good streak going. I was updating that every single time. All right, let me catch up on the chat super quick. Oh, lovely, I'm here. I am. Man, I love this song so much. Manifesting money in my mouth. Every dubstep song has a fake out, drop, losing the will to live, make it friggin' stop type moment. Why would it be microtonal? Haha. I don't know. Sometimes music producers just want to be a little silly. Nate's cracked, but he's not that cracked. It's so crazy how he has the most addictive synthesis like sound design without actually using anything like that. I am out. Wave, I can't be bothered to emoji wave. See you later, Benko. Am I next? You are next. No fire left. That is an option. All right, I'm going to queue up. I'm going to play this mashup. We'll see how good or not great it is. And we'll do the last mashup of the stream. Here we go. Pretty fun. Things I would have improved. First of all, I would have definitely fleshed this out a lot more. I'm definitely wrong on some of the notes. And something I would have wanted to have done is I wanted to have more of these background elements. I'm kind of lucky that I was able to cut them out and just leave them there, and it actually lined up with the other song pretty well. But I would have liked to have made like a more thorough rhythm, or maybe even like cut out some elements of this song so that it would like kind of syncopate or match well. And then this part is just not mixed well. There's like too much high end, no bass here. I had to remove the bass so it was consistent. Like the idea here is cool, but the execution is not great. Definitely could make use of some more love and care. But otherwise, for what it's worth, I will take it. File, export, zip-loop package. And what was the suggestion that you gave? It was no fire left. Alright, last mashup of the stream is Fan of Portal 2. They want me to mash up Harvest and Tokyo Marshall remix. I'm guessing these are songs that I've heard before, if I can remember correctly. Let's see. That one I have. Oh yeah, I recognize that part. Alrighty, fair enough. They want to mash these two songs. One is supposedly E major, 95 BPM. The other one is 74 BPM D sharp minor. What do we got here? So here's what I'm thinking, alright? Don't normally do this, but I kind of want to slow down the Marshall remix so that it's mid-tempo. And because I'm thinking, I have a vision, right? Last drop of Marshall remix with the first drop of Harvest. But you take that 4 on the floor, make it slow, and you layer it with this. I think that could go hard. E major is C sharp minor, which means I'd have to pitch up the Marshall remix. So I'm going to really destroy this track so it's pitch up, but then also apparently it's 95? Nah, maybe? Hold on. Oh, well, the first drop might be 95 or whatever double time is that, which would be like 180, but I want to use a second drop here. So let's see, if I do this, I'm going to have to figure out the BPMs of both of them. So we'll do this one first. So the first drop is 150. Whoops. Project tempo, and then the second drop is whoopsie daisy. It's 130, and then this is okay, this is pretty slow, 95. It could also be 190. We'll do 95, because then this is what I'm thinking, right? Hear me out. We do this. All right, we're gonna press play, and oh, play again. There we go, and we'll see what I can concoct here. But I need to figure out the intro here. So let's do this. That is not the intro. This is the intro. Thinking just hit him with one of these. There we go. That's our intro. Easy peasy. So the problem here is supposedly one of the songs is major and the other one is not major, which means even if I try to get them as close to in key as I possibly can, there's going to be some clashing frequencies. I'm thinking this one could be a little louder. I'm gonna bring this back to the beginning here. One, two. I want this to be like this. There we go. Okay, gonna shorten this outro, maybe like this, hopefully. Neat, 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 neat. Okay, I guess I'll bring this to the beginning. At this point, all I can really do is I'm just going to try working on the mastering a little bit, because it's kind of a little bit everywhere, the frequencies. There we go. So unfortunately, like the intro and I presume the outro. The outro not so much, but the intro you can definitely hear those like major influences. But then when the drop comes in and the outro, it's not as much of a, it's not as noticeable, I think. I wonder if like, something I really got to look into is I got to get like one of those plugins that basically you can run like an audio signal through it and it just automatically changes it from like major to minor or minor to major. And that would definitely assist. I mean, it wouldn't always work, but it'd be cool to hear, you know, some of these mashups that maybe wouldn't work normally, even with like ideal music theory, to just force it to work, I guess you could say. Otherwise, like I'm pretty happy with what this is. I thought I was going to spend a little more time because this is only one drop, but I think this is probably like the best combination of both songs, because the first song was like halftime, which I guess if I was to do halftime, I would have to I could speed up the Marshall track, but I don't know, in my mind, like we were already doing so much like slow, like house tempo stuff, and we did so much like what do you call it, like drum and bass stuff. Mid tempo just felt like a good area for ground that I was inspired by, and didn't have any. I mean, we hadn't really covered yet. But I think I'm gonna pause the timer. Let me catch up on the chat super quick. Kind of fire. The first drop would have sounded like it would fit better with the last drop. I mean, I'm not sure what first drop or second drop you're referring to, unless you mean like the first drop of the Marshall remix and the second drop of Harvest. In which case, I did use the second drop of Harvest. It's here. But like, I think either drop from the Harvest track would have, it doesn't really matter. They're the same, but they're like minor differences. The main difference here is the first drop of the Marshall remix is dubstep, and it's a different tempo. I guess the drums are kind of halftime, and then I would have had to speed up the Marshall drop, or in this case, I slowed down the quote-unquote double time or 4 on the floor second drop house track. So either way, you were going to get to the same destination, just one song was going to sound a lot more sped up, or either the Marshall remix was going to be very sped up, or it was going to be very slowed down. And I think it's alright. I mean, we can definitely, hold on, what I can do is I can just do this. Whoop. Like, I don't really like that. But if I do this, auto detect, type in BPM, let's do 75. I guess that could work, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really fix the key issue. And personally, I'd want to like really go in and maybe cut some of these out. It's like there. There's definitely room for that idea as well. But for a speed run, I think the house drop does the job just fine. Because like what do you call these? I don't know what you'd call it. Like the bass rhythms in this song, they're like half beats, and this is half a beat. Like it literally lines up, as opposed to the dubstep one where it's a quarter and it's suddenly too fast. Anyways, I think I'm done with this mashup. We'll play it out. We need a title for Tokyo Marshall Remix and Harvest. I'm just hiding that text. I just realized it's not even the correct text. I guess Harvest Tokyo. Tokyo Harvest. That actually kind of works. Anyways, here we go. And play. Yeah, I think the halftime the 4 on the floor drop works so much better with Harvest, but as it is, like, definitely would need a lot more time than like the 5 or 7 minutes that I spent on this. Probably maybe some stem extraction would help with that. You can really cut it up however you'd like to really match Harvest. Let's delete these, and we're gonna name this Tokyo Harvest. And that, my friends, is the end of a successful stream, which I'm pretty happy with. Boop. Yeah. Thanks to those who are still around. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, if you guys were there, or for anybody that wasn't there, if you guys are looking for the end of the stream sneaky peeky, I actually did it at the beginning of the stream as a bit of a sorry for the last 2 streams just dying because of my Wi-Fi. So if you wanted to see a sneaky peeky, just go back to the beginning of the stream once the stream ends. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. Stream next Thursday, as usual, assuming the Wi-Fi stays good, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see y'all around. Bye-bye.